We're following some breaking news out of Concord right now, where a large park has been evacuated and is being searched by police after a pipe bomb was found this afternoon. Now, it's all happening at the Newhall Community Park. You're looking at live pictures right now. Concord police say this is the same park where 2 pipe bombs were found on Wednesday. Now, a bomb squad has already detonated that device. Police say the main section of the park, which includes a soccer field, remains closed off for right now. Officers are also working to shut down the rest of the park. That device was found just after noon today, about 100 yards where those 2 similar devices are found back on Wednesday. No neighborhoods are under evacuation, as we know right now, and none of the streets surrounding that park has been blocked off. Officers and crime scene investigators will remain at that park until it is determined that they can reopen it. Once again, you're looking live at a picture above Newell, that is Community Park right now, and we will continue to follow this story throughout the newscast.
In his first jailhouse interview, the man whose pit bulls killed his 2-year-old step-grandchild says he bears the blame for what happened, but the son of the dog owner says his father should not be in jail for what happened in Concord yesterday. We spoke with both men today. NBC Bay Area's Cheryl Hurd is in Concord tonight to show us how this family is coping with the tragedy that certainly could have been prevented. Cheryl.
Well, they're not coping very well. The 2-year-old's father is being interviewed right now in this home by someone who works for the county. Well, he spoke with us earlier today, and his father spoke with us as well about this tragedy.
I know for a fact that my father loves my son, and I know for a fact that it was an accident.
Michael is Stephen Hayashi's son. Soft-spoken and in shock, he talked about the nightmare his family is living.
I hope that we get him back, because my family needs him to heal. It's not just the loss of my son. My family needs him to heal. We can't heal without my dad. He doesn't deserve to go to prison.
Hayashi is sitting in the Contra Costa County Jail in Martinez right now, facing child endangerment charges. Police are holding him responsible for the 5 pit bulls living at the home on Trail Creek Court in Concord. He spoke to NBC Bay Area's Christy Smith this morning about the fatal mauling of his 2-year-old stepson, Jacob Bisbee.
The door was closed and he never goes down there. Usually his routine is as soon as he wakes up in the morning, he goes to grandma's room and sleeps next to him.
But on Thursday, the 2-year-old went to the garage. 3 pit bull mixes were in there, 2 others were in the backyard.
Yesterday, I was kind of emotionless, mostly from shock. My legs were wobbly, I could barely walk. Today, it pained me just even talking about it. So it's probably sinking in.
Hayashi was not at home at the time. The boy's grandmother, his uncle, and 4-year-old brother were there. Hayashi says one of the dogs attacked and killed a Chihuahua in the past. He says he didn't put it down because he doesn't like to see dogs euthanized.
They were our dogs, so I blame myself. And so that's something I'll have to live with for the rest of my life.
You know, he just had too many animals, and it's like animal neglect, you know, and we could have got rid of the problem, but we didn't do it. We're all guilty. We can't hold him responsible for all the dogs. We were the family pets.
Now, shortly after the mauling, all 5 pit bulls were put down. Hayashi says he signed off quickly on that. Hayashi will be arraigned sometime next week. Right now he's being held in a Martinez jail, and he is being held on a $120,000 bond. Reporting live in Concord, I'm Cheryl Hurd, NBC Bay Area News.
A tragic story all around. Thank you, Cheryl. Another night in the city of Oakland is raising concern, a violent night, because especially it comes on the heels of police layoffs. You're looking at surveillance video of an armed restaurant takeover robbery in North Oakland last night. 2 men forced a half-dozen customers at the Mr. Green Bubble restaurant on Piedmont Avenue to hand over their wallets and purses. On the other side of town, a Kaiser employee coming home from work was gunned down near his front door. With 80 fewer cops on the streets, residents say they're terrified.
There's not enough police to prevent these activities or to respond to them quickly when they happen so that they can actually capture the criminals. And now, with the reduction of 80 police officers, they're not going to actually be able to investigate these crimes.
Oakland police say even with those cutbacks, crime is down over last year. So far, there are no suspects in last night's killing. Oakland firefighters made an interesting and smelly discovery this morning when they were putting out a house fire in a triplex. Investigators say firefighters found a marijuana growing operation inside one of the units of the three-story building. Police are investigating to determine if that grow operation is for medical purposes. The fire was reported at 5:15 this morning in the 3200 block of Telegraph Avenue, 2 blocks from Summit Medical Center. Firefighters got it under control in about 45 minutes. A candle may have caused that fire. No one was in the building.
We have just talked about Oakland's police shortage, and it's come to this in Vallejo. Half as many police cars as usual will be on the street starting tomorrow. The department has only 95 officers left because of layoffs, and the chief says that's not enough people to protect each other if there is a problem. So he is directing that his officers have a partner at all times. 10 to 12 officers will be on patrol at any given time. That's 5 to 6 cars for a city of more than 120,000 people.
And we're just learning of a major earthquake that hit the southern Philippines less than an hour ago. The USGS says the magnitude was 7.4. So far, no reports of damages or injuries. A tsunami warning has not been issued just yet. And a minor earthquake struck the Bay Area today. The 3.2 quake hit offshore from Daly City at about 2:30 this afternoon. The epicenter was about 3 miles northwest of Daly City, that is, at a depth of 4.2 miles. Some people as far away as Sacramento reported feeling that quake. No immediate reports of damages or injuries.
It looks like Barry Bonds' perjury trial will not begin until next spring at the earliest. A federal judge attempted to set a trial date this morning and suggested September as the only time her courtroom would be available. Bonds' lawyers said that was too early. Bonds is accused of lying to a grand jury about alleged steroid use in 2003. Prosecutors charged that Bonds tested positive for steroids 3 times between 2000 and 2001. Well, that evidence cannot be used in court because Bonds' trainer refuses to testify about the results.
President Obama says the economy is making progress, but he added more work needs to be done to stimulate the economy. The president is urging the Senate to pass legislation designed to boost lending to small businesses and increase the limits on small business loans. He says that's the key to spurring more job hiring.
With this small business bill, we'll set up a new lending fund to help community banks offer small business men and women the loans they need to grow and to hire. We'll help states encourage more private sector loans to small businesses in industries like manufacturing or construction that have been especially hard hit by this recession.
The president's remarks come as his administration prepares to release its mid-year budget review, which lays out the federal government's economic expectations for the rest of the year.
Well, all of a sudden, the picture continues to brighten for investors. Another strong day to wrap up a strong week. NBC Bay Area's business and tech reporter Scott Budman is here with the news and some nice numbers, Scott.
Yeah, they are, Tom. Optimism ruling Wall Street once again, and it has been a good week. Strong corporate earnings mixed in with a rise in General Electric's dividend, boosting the market today. Dow up another 102, NASDAQ up 23. In the spirit of full disclosure, GE is the parent company of this TV station. Among the stocks popping today, Ford, the Motown standout, continues to improve on both car sales and money made from those sales. Ford pulled in nearly $2 billion worth of profit in North America alone. The company's share price jumping today by more than 5%. Car sales are up, but so are home foreclosures. Today, a bit of a bright spot, a group called Neighborhood Assistance Corporation holding round-the-clock clinics to help homeowners lower their payments and stay in their homes. Here's how.
They're both from Atlanta, but William Jackson and Chaz Briner met today in Washington at the huge anti-foreclosure clinic run by Neighborhood Assistance Corporation of America. People came from across the country. Some camped out and lined up at dawn. William has a job, but his wife lost hers. They can't afford their $900 a month mortgage.
As a man, it makes you feel like less than a man.
You want to make good on your commitments and, pay all of your bills.
Chaz, who's single, works part-time since being laid off from Best Buy. His payment's $1,100. At the NACA event, homeowners work out how much they can afford, then sit down with their bank and talk out a plan. The $50 billion Obama program to help banks help borrowers has benefited just 10% of homeowners.
President Obama is pleading, begging, and bribing these lenders to do it. Well, we say to President Obama, get off your knees and start to require them to do it.
For William and Chaz, it was a close call, not enough income. But in the end, both got their payments cut by $200.
Don't make me cry, man. Please, I feel wonderful.
$200 a month is substantial over a year, and when you put that out over 30 years, it's really substantial.
Two homeowners still in financial difficulty, but able to stay in their homes.
And we have some good news from California, still the hot spot for home buying. Zip Realty says California has 91 out of the top 100 zip codes for homes selling above their asking price. Tom?
And here's some more good news for California, Scott, particularly the Bay Area. Workers here in the Bay Area were paid more on average than anywhere else in the nation last year. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says employees in the 9-county Bay Area last year earned roughly 20% more than average, particularly in the fields of construction, sales, and administration. In 2008, Bay Area workers were also the highest paid, earning 17% more than the national average. Workers in the Brownsville, Harlingen, Texas metropolitan area, by the way, were paid the least, earning 79 cents for every dollar on average.
Bracing for a tropical storm in the middle of an oil spill. Next at 5, the evacuations in the Gulf and how Bonnie will impact the cleanup.
Some of the top shows on television could soon be off the air. Why a Hollywood walkout now could be worse than the 2007 strike.
And one of the most vocal critics of Don't Ask, Don't Tell is fired.
Plus, nothing happy about these meals. We reveal the biggest offenders in children's restaurant meals.
And we're continuing to follow that breaking news in Concord where a pipe bomb was discovered in a park there. Now, police evacuated the Newhall Park, and a bomb squad has detonated at least one pipe bomb.
And I'm Rob Maeda here live at the Gilroy Garlic Festival at the hottest place in Gilroy. Gentlemen, fire it up. Woo! Gilroy Garlic Festival underway. We'll have a look at this and your hot weather forecast coming up.